Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pollock Gymnasium for the Senior Day Varsity Volleyball matchup between the Archbishop Curley Friars and your St. Paul's Crusaders here on SPSN, the St. Paul's Sports Network. I'm Alton Bowser along with Dom Shaver and later Owen Singer. So Dom, what should we look for as the Crusaders look to get a big Senior Day win and get the revenge over the Curley Friars?
I think the whole thing is just energy right now. Most of this team has been together for 3 years straight. A lot of the juniors on this team, I'm counting, I think 7 of them. So next year's senior game will be pretty big. This year, we only got 4 seniors, but all these guys have been together for pretty long, so the chemistry should be decent. They just need to come out with some energy. I know it's been a little bit of a rough season, but looking to see some energy right here.
For sure, a very winnable game. Friars only 1 spot above the Crusaders in the table, 3rd and 4th respectively. It didn't go too well. It was a loss 3-0 last time SP played this Friars team, but I think we've seen a lot of growth throughout this season, and I think we should definitely have a good game in order for today. I think Senior Day guys are going to have more energy, like you just said. These 4 seniors obviously going to be getting a lot of minutes on the court, and I think the boys are going to be able to come out and get a win here. Curley coming off of a win versus Friends 3-0 yesterday. Friends not doing so hot, I think, last in this 5-team B conference. Crusaders have had success against Friends as well. I think
last year we also beat them twice too. And year prior, I think we lost 1-1-1.
Yeah, we have, well, I'm not exactly sure what this starting lineup is going to be with it being Senior Day. Normally we see guys like Rioma, like Sam Reno, but I think they have seniors that play their position as well. So I'm not exactly sure the lineup that we're going to see today.
We will likely be seeing a lot of switching out. That's usually what happens in the senior game. If the guy kind of underperforms a little bit, they'll give him his moment, but swap him out a little bit later. And then they'll put them in later towards the end of the game.
For sure. I think last game we did here, Crusaders against Boys Latin, we played a decent game. We saw Rioma Julian have a great game, Dennis Cuomo as well. But I think, that game didn't result too well for the Crusaders, but we got some close sets against the Lakers. Ended up in a 3-0 loss, but it definitely wasn't too convincing. And I think, like I just said, the Crusaders have had a lot of growth in these past few games. We've already played 12 games this season, and this is the last game of the regular season before the playoffs for the Crusaders. We'll be probably playing the 1 seed. Not exactly sure who it is in the B conference right now. Maybe Boys Latin, but we will have a playoff game away a little bit later.
So what's the conference looking like right now? Is it John Carroll, BL, St. Paul's, and Friends? I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if if Boys Latin is above the John Carroll, that is. No, Boys Latin is first in the conference, currently 8-4. John Carroll 5-7. So BL, the only team with a winning record. So knowing that, the Crusaders didn't actually play that bad against them, just kind of outmatched in most parts of the game.
BL was one of the teams that was kind of on the ropes last year for being A conference and B conference. They did, I believe, make playoffs last year, but they wanted to move 5 teams down, not only 4, to make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, the Crusaders played Loyola earlier in the season, who is currently 11-0 in the A conference, so it was quite a one-sided match, but they got a taste of what it's like up there. Obviously, this volleyball program at St. Paul's fluctuates a lot. You don't need that many guys to make a team pretty good. Last year we had a more senior-heavy team. We had a lot of guys leave us this year, and I think it's a little bit of a rebuilding year, but these juniors especially, a lot of great juniors, Sam Reno, Dennis Cuomo, Bo, Rioma, a lot of these guys. There's more than I just said, but I think next year, with these juniors turning to seniors, getting more practice, I think we're going to have quite the team next year in the B Conference.
Yeah, like you said, it's kind of like a full revamp team. Only 2 of our starters of last year are still here as the seniors, and also I have left. And I don't know, next year will definitely be a make or break year for the program. Like you said, a lot of juniors. See if we can get them some freshmen or transfers in that could help with this.
For sure, and I think next you're going to hear Mr. Byers take it away with our Senior Day ceremony.
Good afternoon and welcome to the St. Paul School and College Gymnasium for this varsity volleyball contest between visiting Friars from Archbishop Curley and your St. Paul's Crusaders. Today we honor our 4 senior volleyball student athletes for their senior day. Please join us in congratulating the following student athletes for their dedication and commitment to our program, their strong leadership skills, and their commitment to excellence in all things St. Paul's. These 4 young men have made long-lasting contributions to St. Paul's and our volleyball program, and we wish them all the best in their future endeavors. Number 11, Colin Hunsinger. Colin is escorted by his parents, Sally and Scott. Colin has been playing volleyball for 4 years, 1 on JV and 3 on varsity. He has played as a defensive specialist, center, and outside hitter. After he graduates, Colin hopes to major in finance. His favorite memory of volleyball is getting yelled at by SJ every game in his first 2 years on varsity. Colin would like to thank coaches Barnhart, Kromer, and Fairman for a great final season. Number 14, Colton Krause. Colton is escorted by his parents, Christy and Scott, and his sister, Izzy. Colton has been playing volleyball for 3 years, 2 on JV and 1 on varsity as the team's setter. After he graduates, Colton hopes to attend a military academy and commission as an officer in the Coast Guard. His favorite memories of volleyball are the team rides to away games. Colton would like to thank Coach Barnhart for his leadership in volleyball and baseball, and coaches Fairman and Kromer for their mentorship. He'd also like to thank his parents for their countless love and support. Number 16, Beckett Stevens. Beckett is escorted by his parents, Andy and Howard. Beckett has been playing volleyball for 4 years, 1 on JV and 3 on varsity as an outside and middle hitter. After he graduates, Beckett hopes to study finance with a minor in economics. His favorite memory of volleyball is SJ's creative nicknames for the players on their team. Beckett would like to say thank you to coaches Barnhart, Kromer, and Fairman for a great final season. Number 17, Brody Wells. Brody is escorted by his parents, Brett and Allison, and his brother, Blake. Brody has played volleyball for 4 years, 2 on JV and 2 on varsity as an outside hitter. After he graduates, Brody hopes to pursue engineering at Purdue University. His favorite memory of volleyball is his first game back after his ACL injury. Brody would like to thank both his coaches and his family for supporting him all these years. Please join us one more time in thanking our seniors for the indelible mark they have left on our volleyball program. Offensive language including profanity, racial or ethnic slurs, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, event staff, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. Please note that today's game will be broadcast on SPSN, the St. Paul Sports Network, which you can access by going to YouTube and searching for SPSN or on our website at www.spsn.live. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please rise if you're able. Direct your attention to the American flag located next to our scoreboard as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we're back after that brief break for the senior day ceremony. Only 4 seniors on this team. Didn't take too long, and now we will get set for play momentarily. Looks like it will be Boyce, Hunsinger, Perks, Kraus, Stevens, and Wells.
It'll be interesting to see if they let Beckett play around the whole way or if they put Dennis in. It'll probably be depending on how he does passing-wise today. I think they'll give him a little bit longer leash than they do usually, though.
For sure, we've seen Dennis obviously very consistent playing time throughout the season, but it will be the Friars, Raphael Reside, to open up the game. First serve is over. Hunsinger receives it nicely. Kraus with a set to Perks, a nice hit. Kraus with the set to the far side to Hunsinger, is hit blocked, and Friars take the opening point.
Not a bad start, though. Pretty good passing so far. Only been
Perks now with the hit. Received in the back row. Friars hit off of the hand of Perks. And they take an early 2-0 lead. It's definitely going to be a test on this back row today, especially Wells botches the receive a little bit.
a big difference from this year to last year is, it's kind of like switch alternating. We had a lot of hitters last year, not a lot of defense. This year it switched.
A little bit of confusion on the far side. Stevens forced to hit it over from the back row. Hit from the Friars, blocked by Boyce. Hunsinger tips it over, take the first point for the Crusaders.
Great job recognizing the block right there. It seems like they're going to be queuing off him all game unless they start putting it over to Perks.
Perks' serve isn't so bad. He'll have another chance. Hit from the Friars. Stevens just misses his touch.
Seems like so far they're letting him keep on passing the back line, not subbing in Dennis yet. We'll see how it continues. As a middle, though, you're not really heavy or really pass reliant, though, as you're mostly in the front row, not really in the back unless you're serving.
For sure. Perks receives the serve. Gets it over, a little bump over the net, and it will be, well, hits the top of the net, falls right down. Crusaders only trailing 2 now. Hunsinger to serve. Number 11, the senior for the Crusaders. Hit blocked by, I believe, Kraus, maybe Boyce, not exactly sure. Hunsinger receives in the back row. Set from the far side to Wells. Wells finishes off the point.
This will be Brody's, I believe, first full year. I'm pretty sure he got injured freshman or sophomore year. Excited to see what he's doing today.
Tipped off of Krause's hand, falls straight to the floor. A little bit unlucky there.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of miscommunication. Hopefully we'll figure it out, though.
Another miscommunication, Stevens and Perks. This back row just needs to get sorted out a little bit. That's normally where we see Dennis Cuomo shine. Not sure if Coach Barnhart is going to make that decision too early in the game. Might let a little more of the game play out. Wells dished it over. Now Friars hit from number 7, Darshan Patel, just off the top of the net. Doesn't quite go over now. Cuomo, as expected, checks in after only 10 points now to serve. A nice serve from Cuomo. The Friars receive it pretty comfortably. Perks to hit from the back row, gets blocked. Kraus keeps it alive. It's over from Perks, and the Crusaders take the point.
We're excited to see if we see Dennis do a big serve today. I know early in the game, so he usually goes for his more conservative serve, not the big jump serve. I don't know if he's been doing it recently this year.
A little bit. Haven't seen it too much. Most of the time, you're not going to win that many. It's just not a great trade-off. Serve, I thought it was going to be going out the back, but nevertheless, Friars can't receive it. Another nice serve from Cuomo, goes straight over, and Beckett able to just tap it straight down. Crusaders now take their first lead, 7-6 in the first set. Cuomo's serve just a little bit low. Now the Friars. Darshan Patel. Hunsinger receives it. Wells with a chance at a hit to the back row. Hunsinger with some great defense. Kraus, good set. The Friars just scrambling a little bit. Kraus dished it over on the far side. A long rally here in Pollock Gymnasium. Wells to hit yet again. Just back and forth. Big block from Beckett Stevens.
That's probably the strongest formation for our defense right now, as we have our 2 tallest players up front and then our normal passers in the back, with Colin being libero last year.
Number 14, senior Colton Kraus to serve now. But coming off an electric last rally, Crusaders need to keep their composure. I believe some sort of net violation from Kraus. Not happy with himself for that one. Now all square at 8 apiece. Number 9, Joshua Rutherford to serve. Great block from Perks. Friars are not exactly.
There's a lift right there, but really good block though. Excited to see how they respond if they keep a rally on this.
Yeah, definitely having these taller guys in the front row helps the Crusaders out a lot. Now Brody Wells, number 17 on the serve. A nice deep serve from Wells. Stevens taps it over. Friars just really out of coordination right now. They find a way to get it back over, but Hunsinger with another hit dumps it to the far side. Friars keep it alive. Kraus and a big hit from Perks to end the rally.
That was some great play by St. Paul's over there, just realizing then you just keep it in with the Curley defense kind of faltering a little bit there, giving them that big opportunity for that big slam.
10-8 now, Crusaders first to reach the double digits. Another deep serve from Wells. Cuomo receives in the back row, set to Hunsinger. Cuomo receives it nicely. Set from Kraus, Hunsinger.
Just out right there. Good idea, good look. No one was really in that spot at all. We're looking for it as those smart players late in this game too.
Number 11, Ryan Fox, outside hitter. Serve barely makes it over. Confusion a little bit. Kraus is unable to keep it alive, but it's all square yet again at 10-10. Hunsinger receives the serve from Fox. Perks with another chance at a hit just out long, but again, not a bad look.
We'll probably see the Curley defense shifting towards that side a little bit more now that we start using Perks.
Serve into the net from Fox on his third serve. Now Stevens coming out for, or no, sorry, Cuomo coming out for Boyce. And Beckett Stevens, number 16, the senior, to serve. Big block comes in from Perks. The Crusaders take the lead yet again. Stevens' second serve is good. Tip just goes out of bounds. Crusaders now 13-11 lead. A hit as well long. I really like this, having Perks in the front row all this time. Great hitter and a great blocker as well. Now Friars take timeout, and
yeah, in a moment like that, Curley really needs to reset there, or else he can go on a streak of up to 10 points on that. Could end the match right there on a streak like that. It's kind of hard to shift over without timeout. Good call by the coach.
For sure, SP's looked super good today. We've seen Seth Perks emerging a little bit as one of these star players. Beckett Stevens, a lot of these guys, Dennis Cuomo, more playing super well today. Obviously able to take the lead on the team that defeated them earlier in the season. So definitely looking to just keep this momentum into and close out the set. Really going up 1-0 would be huge.
Yeah, senior game really brings a lot of momentum to the team, especially last year. I believe it was against Gilman. You know, we took them to 3 sets. I almost took it out against them, but came up a little bit short. But like the energy we were talking about before, we're seeing it right now, kind of bringing the guys together.
For sure, Beckett Stevens with his third serve is good. Friars' return isn't so neat. They do get it over, but it's now a nice chance for St. Paul's. Hunsinger with a hit to the back row. Not sure if it was going to go out, but it's kept in play. A hit from Boyce. Friars scrambling yet again. Back row does a great job at keeping it in play. Stevens receives it in the middle of the court. Super high from Kraus. I believe net violation onto Hunsinger. Cuomo's ready to come back in for Stevens.
Got a little bit too messy for it to be rung back. Stuff like that can happen, kind of carrying your momentum into the net. That's one of the really difficulties of the sport.
Number 3, Rafael Reside yet again with the serve. Perks now, chance to hit. Can't find the block. And yet another good hit from Perks, and he will head to the service line. Nice serve from Perks. Friars again can't really receive it too cleanly. Hunsinger, don't think it went over, and it will be Friars' point now. 15-13 lead for the Crusaders. Kraus with the set to Hunsinger. This hit just not exactly the set he was looking for, and now only a 1-point lead for the Crusaders.
Yeah, you kind of see Curley bring the momentum back on their side, evening up a little bit. Hopefully the Crusaders can stop that right here, though.
Kraus with the set to the far side to Hunsinger, blocked by Darshan Patel, number 7 for the Friars, the senior. Now all tied up at 15 apiece. Tipped over to Perks. Kraus with the short set, and Boyce can just simply dump it over. Nice placement, and the Crusaders take the lead yet again.
Let's see what Colin can do with this serve right here, getting the opportunity to
Kraus set to Wells. Wells a nice hit. Friars control it nicely. Hit to the back row. Hunsinger receives it straight back over. Nobody on the Friars is really expecting it. Finds it right in the middle of the court for the point. Hunsinger, his second serve, has had quite the game so far. Friars are going to be able to get this one back over. Perks, smart decision, lets that one go out.
Yeah, St. Paul's playing some really smart volleyball right now. Good placements, good decisions so far.
Yeah, last point, Coach Cromer so nervous, thought Perks was going to try to hit it. Perks makes the right decision. Now Wells dumps it over. A lot of scrambling from the Friars. Kind of miscommunication after miscommunication. Cuomo receives it in the middle of the court. Kraus is able to get it over. Cuomo somehow keeps it in play with one hand. Boyce is able to dump it over, and we will continue the rally. Some super long ones here today. Unlucky off of Hunsinger's hands. A lot of energy in Pollock Gymnasium, though, I got to say.
Yeah, Cuomo right now is really helping keep the game alive on those hard spikes. Doing a great job, see if he keeps it up.
Kraus set for Perks, not able to get a great hit, pretty far away from the net. Set to Brody Wells. Friars keep it alive. A lot of longer rallies. The block goes off of Kraus, out of bounds. Crusaders leading by 1. Perks receives it in the middle of the court. He'll get the hit from the back row, unsuccessful, just off the net. Now timeout taken from the Crusaders after they dropped the lead 18-19. Lost focus a little bit on the last point, didn't exactly see what happened. Crusaders lose their lead, but they're still definitely in it, obviously. Have won a lot of great points so far.
Yeah, it seems like what's different between these points is like communication and kind of like the energy right here. Seems like they're kind of quiet the last few points, letting Curley go on a run, kind of bring up their energy somewhat.
Yeah, for sure, definitely a much needed timeout after dropping the lead. Definitely not a big deal. Crusaders, a lot of faith in them to bounce back. Only need a few more points to close out this first set.
Interesting to see a different coaching styles between Coach Barnhart and Coach SJ last year. SJ was a lot more vocal with his commands, kind of hype the guys up, make sure they're like nice and loud.
Perks' receive goes straight over, and Friars can't. I believe Ryan Fox was unable to. Well, unexpected ball comes to him, wasn't able to get it back. Cuomo to serve. Nice jump serve from Cuomo.
Really good placement right there by Curley, straight down the line. Colin wasn't expecting it too much.
Now 19-20. Friars serve straight into the net. Looks like that's number 7, Darshan Patel, had the wrong line. Served from the white rather than the yellow. That's why his serve came up a little bit short now. All tied up at 20 apiece. Krause's serve gets over pretty nicely. Unlucky tip off of, I believe, Perks or Krause. And the Friars now take the lead 21-20. Number 9, Joshua Rutherford, the junior for the Friars to serve. Received by Hunsinger. Set from Krause towards Perks. Perks off the left hand. Unsuccessful now, only 3 more points needed from the Friars. It's been a strong first set. Crusaders just need to get their momentum back. Perks has another chance at the hit. This one tipped off of Ryan Fox and dropped straight to the ground. Only 1 point back. Crusaders find the momentum swing, just need to get a few more. Have a prime chance at a hit in, and now just 2 more points needed for Curley. And a timeout called from Coach Barnhart.
Yeah, it seems like this is what happens with, or is happening with some of the games. We've been coming close, just coming up a little bit short so far. Hope we can bring it back right here, though, with some advice from the coach.
For sure, just breaking Curley's momentum whenever they get it in their favor is big with the timeouts. Obviously need to win. Well, need to not lose 2 more points. Crusaders, I definitely have faith in them. They've played so good so far, especially earlier in the set, or the middle of the set, really. Now just need to crawl back a few points, and they're definitely still in the running for this first set. Ryan Fox to serve. Only 2 more points needed. Fox's serve is over towards Hunsinger. Kraus with the set behind him. Cuomo nearly keeps it alive. Now just 1 more point needed for Curley, 21-24. Hunsinger's hit, unluckily, right into the net.
Still not out of it yet, though. Still got multiple games left to play. Hopefully can bring it back. Just keep it close.
Yeah, Crusaders dropped the first set 21-25. Definitely close, and I think momentum not currently in their favor, but I think we've seen a lot of good play, and I think if we see that come back in this second set, we're going to be looking good to pick up at least a set here and hopefully win the whole match.
Yeah, what will make or break it right here is, again, the energy, what they bring out. If they come out down, then they're likely not going to be able to bring it back. Hopefully they can swing in their favor, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at the Crusaders to get an early lead here in this set. Obviously, we're leading the majority of the first set, unsuccessful to close it out, but some great play. Guys like Perks, Cuomo, Brody Wells, Colton Kraus, Hunsinger, a lot of other guys have been having pretty good games. Just some sloppy play in the back row at the beginning of this set. And overall, not any huge flaws in the Crusaders' play so far. Just need to keep it up and limit the Friars' opportunities to get some free points. Yeah, now we're going to say bye to Dom Shaver, who you have been hearing for this first set. Switch it over to the one and only Owen Singer.
Oh,
What do you think of the first set?
I mean, you know, it isn't going exactly how we want, but I think it's still, or, you know, they're still playing really well. And I think this is not nearly the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of, well, I've said it a lot, but we've seen a lot of good play out of the Crusaders. I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. A few unlucky moments in the first half, or the first set, sorry. But I think if we come out here with plenty of energy, I think we're going to see a lot, well, maybe more out of guys like Rioma. We didn't see it all in the first set, but definitely one of the stronger hitters on this Crusader team. Maybe we see him make an appearance after Crusaders do just drop the first set.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. I think you know, there's a lot of things done right in the first set, and there's some things they did wrong. But I think, you know, I think there's just a lot of stuff they could do better, and I think they're doing better than we've seen, though.
Now we do see, believe exactly who started this game except for Bo Schenker instead of Brody Wells. No, will be Cuomo to start the second set as well. Seth Perks to serve. Hopefully we can start this set out good. Perks gets it over nicely. Set to the opposite side. Schenker, nice diving save. Followed by a dig from Cuomo. Crusaders keeping it alive. Big hit towards Schenker, wasn't fully ready, and it will be the Friars who strike first.
That's some good effort out of Bo Schenker. Great dive. Yeah.
Definitely some good defensive play in Cuomo. We've seen this whole season. Schenker as well. Hit from Perks, can't quite get a hold of it. It goes a little bit long. Crusaders just unable to find some real productive hits and giving the Friars too many opportunities. Friars take an early 3-0 lead. Schenker misses the receive a little bit from Rafael Reside. Cuomo receives it, falls down a little bit, but Hunsinger will be able to get it over. Hit on the far side. Cuomo receives it super high, but Schenker can't get under it. Crusaders need to get it together here in the second set. Hunsinger dumps it over inbounds. Crusaders take their first point, and Wells checks into the game for Bo Schenker. Hunsinger's serve is well long.
What the ref was saying is actually it wasn't long. It was a little bit to the right, out of bounds.
The Crusaders just need to get their momentum back here in the second set. Perks receives the hit. Miscommunication. Boyce thought Cuomo had it. Cuomo thought Boyce had it. Nobody really goes for it, and the Friars take an early 7-1 lead. Cuomo dumps it over, thought it was going out, but Friars keep it alive. Hunsinger to Kraus, far side is Brody Wells. Cuomo does a great job at keeping it alive. Some sort of net violation, I believe, called onto Crusaders. Crusaders pick up another point. Cuomo now to serve. Definitely the strongest serve of anybody we've seen so far.
Beckett Stevens to sub in for Houston Boys.
Of course, I jinx it, and Cuomo's serve is long, but the very strong lineup out there. All four seniors on this team, plus Dennis Cuomo and Seth Perks, two of the stronger juniors as well. Big block from Stevens, and Kraus have another shot at it. Can't keep it, or can't get it back over the net. That's Joshua Rutherford hitting it into the net for the Friars now. Colton Kraus at the service line. Perks dumps it over the middle of the court. Cuomo keeps it in play from deep. Wells is hit, trying to just tap it over.
Houston boys, very, very energetic sort of guy.
Yeah, I like this team being very vocal. Especially I've heard Brody Wells a lot, very vocal to this team. Kind of a big
communicator.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely letting the guys know what the Friars are looking at doing. And I like to see that from the team. Sam Marino into the game for boys. Timeout taken from Coach Barnhart. Need to find their footing in the second set here. Unable to really get anything going. 3-10 trailing the Friars. The Crusaders, much needed talk from Coach Barnhart here. Wonder if we're going to see any player changes in the remainder of the second set.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen anything out of either Rioma Julian or Hayden D'Amatos or Colin Hunsinger, or not Colin Hunsinger. Yeah, Hayden D'Amatos, Rioma Julian, or Ryder Reese.
Yeah, not yet. Reno with the nice set towards Wells. Wells receives it yet again. Rutherford with a hit, met nicely by Hunsinger. Can't get a great hit on it, but Wells keeps it alive. A lot of confusion at the Friars side right now. Perks dumps it over, it's blocked. Stevens tries to keep it alive. Wells can't really get it over. That's number 7, Darshan Patel, serves straight out the back.
Shanker subbing in for Brody Wells.
Shanker will take the serve. We finally see Perks back in the front row. Been playing super good blocking and hitting today. Big block from Stevens and Hunsinger, but just bounces out of bounds. Crusaders now trailing 13-4. Reno with the low set towards Stevens. Cuomo keeps it alive. Stevens yet again. Friars scrambling, a lot of miscommunication. Shanker will knock it over. Friars have another chance at a hit. Dump it over. Stevens keeps it alive. Perks dumps it deep. Hit on the opposite side. And just off of the hand of Cuomo, a tough hit from, I believe, number 16, Jacob Ruth, the outside hitter, the senior for the Friars. The return goes straight over from Hunsinger. Perks has a chance at the hit, a good bit low. It's number 9, Joshua Rutherford, serving for the Friars. The serve from Rutherford is low. Crusaders take another point, but still trailing 10. Boyce comes back in for Cuomo. Stevens on the serve. It's not a bad serve. I believe Perks gets a piece of it, but angles it a good bit left. No Crusaders there. Thought the serve was going deep. Shanker keeps it in. Perks Thought he got blocked, but the block goes out of bounds, and it will be 6-16. Crusaders just need to crawl back here. Kraus comes in for Reno. See if that makes a difference. Kraus had a good first set. Need a heck of a comeback here in the second. Serve from Perks just dies in the middle of the court. Rutherford tries to get under it, can't keep it up. Now deep serve from Perks. Cuomo receives in the back row. Hunsinger dumps it deep.
That's up.
Does land out of bounds. A great call from Colton Kraus to let Perks know. Rafael Reside with the attempted hit from the Friars. Perks, maybe a little bit of luck, catches the net, goes straight over and take another point now. Crawling back, just like I said, 9-16 now. Another lowish serve for Perks. And a hit straight out the back. Cuomo almost got a hit on it, but luckily he didn't. Now, unsure, maybe the point went the other way. I wasn't exactly sure what happened. I thought it was going to be Crusader point, but no. Oh, Boyce messes up the hit a little bit.
That's more of just an unforced error. That's something you can't really see on a team.
Yeah, we've seen a few too many of those this game so far. It's definitely bringing the Crusaders down. Friars haven't really forced a lot of errors out of St. Paul's, like just right there. Perks got to get that one in bounds if they want to crawl back here. Now 19-9, still down 10. Reside to serve. Great serve from Reside. Boyce will have a chance at the hit. Gets tipped, still in play. Big hit from Ruth, keeps it alive. Now hit, wasn't sure if it was going to be going out. I don't think so. Cuomo gets a hand on it, but can't get it going forward. And a timeout taken from Coach Barnhart.
I mean, this has been so far a lot less of a successful quarter or set for the Crusaders, but I mean, most of it's honestly, or there's been a few unforced errors. You know, there's been, overextending or touching the net or, just blocking it into out of bounds. But, I mean, I'd say most of it's just been this, offense, honestly, on the other team. They're doing really well, and they're not making almost any errors.
Yeah, the Friars definitely looking to be more consistent of a team in the second set. Crusaders just can't really find anything. They're started out pretty bad. Now they're going point for point, but they kind of dug themselves too deep a hole earlier in the set. Now it's going to be quite the task. Now Friars are only in need of 5 points. Now Reside to serve yet again. Cuomo receives in the back of the court, set to the far side for Hunsinger. Hunsinger dished it out to open court, finds a hole in the Friars. And
Brody Wells for Bayshanker, subbing in.
Yeah, now a tall lineup here for the Crusaders front row especially. Hit from Patel. Cuomo can't handle it in the back of the court. A lot of these you can't really be sure if they're going to go in or out. Cuomo kind of forced to get a touch on it just out of instinct. Maybe a few of them going to go out, but don't really love to take the chance. Now some confusion with the Friars bench. We will get started here. Ruth, the senior, to serve. Serve comes in from Ruth, straight back over from Perks. Blocked by Boyce. Kraus can't really find a great touch. Drops before Perks can get it now. Friars only in need of 3 more points. Crusaders just haven't looked their best in this second set.
No, I mean, I wonder what, really changed between the 2 sets.
They definitely haven't been able to get a lot of kills here in the second set now. Point 1 from Crusaders.
And Beckett Stevens subs in for Houston boys.
You definitely saw a lot of better hits from guys like Perks and Wells in the first set now. Crusaders win another one back off the serve from Cuomo. If Cuomo can go on a run here, Crusaders could definitely get back in it, but I hate myself. Every time, 2 times now I've said something about Cuomo's serve. Straight in the net. Well, no, the first one was long, I think, but you get the point. Now Libero to serve for the Friars. Cuomo receives it, set to the far side towards Wells. Wells forced to kind of just dish it over. Back Kraus to Wells again. Big hit from Rutherford, but it's handled. Perks, looks like Perks is unable, didn't set himself up well for that hit.
I mean, what I was saying earlier, that a lot of unforced errors, and that's really not what you like to see. That he hit it square into the net.
Yeah, serve in, ace from, I couldn't exactly see who, as the Friars take the second set. Crusaders now down a little bit in morale, just need to get something going here. Obviously quite the task to win back 3 sets. We'll be back after a short break for the third set. And we're back for the third set. Crusaders get back their energy in the huddle, down 2-0. We see Boyce, Reno, Schenker, Perks, Stevens, and Hunsinger come out. So Cuomo for Stevens. I believe the Friars will start with the serve. Yes, it will be number 3, Rafael Reside. Reno with the set, back row to Schenker. Schenker's hit gives a little bit trouble to the Friars. Low set towards Boyce again. Hit to the far side. Kind of just dies on Cuomo, unable to get under it. And the Friars find first blood in the third set. Hunsinger receives it in the back row. Reno makes his way there, and Schenker's gonna bump it over. Cuomo unluckily goes straight over. And Friars will extend their lead to 2. Serve from Reside again, out. And I believe Bo Schenker will earn the right to serve. Correction, it will be Ryder Reese making his first appearance of the day in for Perks. Nice serve from Reese. Friars handle it pretty well. Cuomo finds it. Hunsinger now. Rutherford receives it. High set from Reside. Ruth gets it over. Now Schenker's hit just a good bit deep.
I mean, I don't, you know, we're really close, or we're not that far in to this new set, but it's good to see, you know, St. Paul's they're still being competitive. You know, they're gonna,